The two diesels surveyed the shed.
"7101, it's time we take over this railway."
Shut up, 199. This is their railway.
Ha! Not for long. Our controller says steam engines spoil our image.
Of course we do. We show what frauds you are. Call yourselves engines. If anything happens, you care nothing for your train. You just moan for a fitter. We bring it home, if only on one cylinder.
Nothing ever happens to us. We are reliable. How rude.
You asked for it. Now shut up.
The next day, Henry was rolling home tender first. "I'm a failed engine. I lost my regulator, and driver can't fix it until I cool off. I've got steam. Driver has my reverser, but it would happen after Duck fooled me with those tenders. Now they laugh at me." Up on the line stood 199 with a long line of tankers. Worse and worse. Now the old reliable will laugh at me too. The signalman came out.
Oh, for pity's sake, take this spam can away. He's failed. 7101 is behind, and all he does is moan for a fitter.
Spam can? I'll have you know.
Stow it, or I'll take my tin opener to you. Now then.
199 subsided at this dreadful threat, and Henry pulled the train out of the way. "7101 rushed by with a growl. "Look, Spam Can! It's your little pal!" 199 said nothing and hoped 7101 didn't notice. 7101 didn't notice. He was having troubles of his own. The weight of the coaches put strain on his engine. Engines have a pump called an ejector which draws air out of the engine's brake pipes to keep the brakes off. But if they failed, air leaks and the brakes go on. 7101's ejector had failed. The brakes were leaking on. Then he passed Henry and struggled for half a mile until he came to a halt. He was unable to move a wheel. Well, did you hear what the signalman said? I thought they'd be laughing at me. Now the joke's on them."
Moving 2 dead diesels in their trains? That's no joke for a failed engine. Do you think we can do it?
"I'll have a good try. 7101 is better than Spam Can. He tried to shut up old Spam Can yesterday."
Well then, let's go. We can't make the passengers wait.
"Get moving, you!" Henry puffed the sulky diesel into motion and started the rescue. Henry gently buffered up to the express while the drivers talked. His driver joined his front to the brake pipe of the coaches.
It's better than we thought. The only weight we'll have is Spam Cam's goods.
"That's a mercy."
Are you ready?
"Yes, I am." So with 7101 growling in front, Henry puffing in the middle, and D199 with his trail of tankers, the long cavalcade sat out the big station. Donald and Flying Scotsman were waiting. They cheered as Henry puffed past. At last, he pulled into the station and braked. Spam Can and the tankers trailed far behind. The passengers buzzed out like angry bees, but the Fat Controller told them all about Henry, and they forgot to be cross and thanked Henry instead. They called him an enterprising engine and took his photograph. They were thrilled when Flying Scotsman backed down onto the train. Donald took the goods, and the Fat Controller ordered 199 to be sent to the other railway. Henry and 7101 went away together.
I'm sorry about last night.
It's okay. You shut old Reliable up.
I made a fool out of myself today, too.
A failed ejector could happen to anyone. I lost my regulator.
You? Failed?
Well, emergency, you know. Trains must get through. 7101 said no more. He had a lot to think about.